Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Guild Wars this week, week 112, day 1. So of course, at least on PC Mobile, we have ourselves the Green Guild War Day. We unfortunately went flawless last time, but lost twice on one single day. I think it was Yellow Day. And this time around, we're actually going to have Bork for that new mana accumulator. At least on PC Mobile, Brown and Yellow Day are both later in the week, so you can end up using the Bork from the current Kingdom Pass. Even if you're doing the free side, you should be able to have Bork by then. So you'll be messing with that on that day and see if it could do a bit better than the Gorgolfa that failed us last time. But otherwise, I think we're keeping most of the same teams. Not much has really been added in between the two times. Mythic was pretty average. You know, everything else we got within that time, pretty average. Nothing really, like, stand out as far as, you know, like, actually Guild War options. But we're going to go mess with that, do Green Guild War today. Doing pretty consistent one. We showed it last night. It's going to be a Weaver into a Beatrix team. And trying to go down that route. I didn't actually check yet. Did they fix our trials? According to the poll last night, about 90-ish% of people had the trials already fixed. And we were one of them that didn't. So, there we go. Hey! We could do trials too. I might wait till tomorrow though. Because I'd rather do the faction today, since we can only do today, and then do trials tomorrow. So I think we're going to save all of trials for tomorrow. But look at that. The team is actually there. And it's almost in correct order. Now it is. And look, and now it's in correct order. Not much of a change there. But, yeah, nice. Okay, so we can actually run the correct team. Though we're probably going to wait till tomorrow, because I do want to get that faction event in there. Faction event, of course, main noteworthy things. 2 orbs and a Volkey. So, might as well. Doesn't take that long. We have access to Guard's Avatar too, so it should be relatively quick to finish that out. But that's going to be our goal. Anyways, let's start doing that. Let's go to Guild War first. Go to fight, go to battle. We should be on 20% 8 magic. Let me just double check that we are. As is what we need for this fight. That is indeed what we have. Just making sure. Anything else we need to change? Also, let me say all the hellos to everyone before I get all wrapped up in Guild Wars like we normally do. Hello, Roman. Hello, Bill. Hello, Lesta. Hello, Logic Slayer. Hello, Supernova. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Tyrion. Hello, Roman. Hello, hello, Ginky. Hello, Humberto. Hello, Renas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I don't think we need to tweak anything else. It is indeed a Green Guild War Day. Don't think we need to tweak anything there. Looks like we're actually winning. Great. Oh yeah, we're winning by quite a bit, actually. That's not that bad. We're winning by a decent chunk there. Not bad at all. Okay, well, let's go make it even more of a win. Let's go get a flawless. Let's double check. It is indeed green, green, green. Oh, yeah, I'm not wearing green shirt. I'm wearing a red. Wrong color. I just wore the red because of the Darkest Dungeon stream earlier. It's like, red kind of goes well with it. Was even thinking of Guild War. Though, in all fairness, I can't actually wear a green shirt because it gets green screened. So, I couldn't wear a green regardless. When is Grad Guild War Day? Is it tomorrow? I do have plenty of other red shirts if I need to wear another. Oh, we should have taken the 5 times green first. We do actually get some disables from doing that. So probably should have grabbed that. Oh, wait, actually, we are still running elementals. Yeah. So, should have grabbed that extra turn there. What do we have here? Yellow to green does almost nothing. Actually, it gets a lot of mana, surprisingly. Purple to green doesn't really do anything. Oh, but it will on the follow-up turn. I might actually want to preemptively start moving that then. Because that follow-up turn is kind of scary. Ooh, that was a lucky extra turn right there. Purple to green still does nothing. I guess I could just throw down a Weaver. We could take purple too, but unless we like double blue from Sky, we're not really going to get much from it. I could take a guarantee blue over here if we really want to. Something bad could happen vertically, though. I'm not sure I want to risk that. But it is Beatrix mana, so it's kind of worth it. Hey, we get a free skull out of it too. Alright, so he just converts all that to green. He's then going to have a purple to green, which, with how much board is remaining, shouldn't really do that much. Though surprisingly getting a little bit of value here and there, but not enough to put it over the edge on anything, so I'm just going to move that over. I guess he's going to get some mana, but none of its extra turn. Oh, it was so close to, though. Oh, good, he's running Elemental, so that's actually a free win for us now. Because I can now run this. Get him dispelled, disabled, everything else, get our extra turn there. And is Weaver enough damage? What's 50% of 71? That is 35. That's 136 if I did the math right. Oh, no, it's way less than that. It's 106. Wait, well, we have Fairy Fire. Oh, no, that is Fairy Fire. Wait, that is calculating for Fairy Fire. Alright, let me just do the Beatrix then. Do we just let him have a skull? We could do this without giving him a skull. Actually, I could just take the other blue, too. Because we want to Beatrix and then kill him out with the Weaver. Alright, that works. And then we... actually, I'll take one more extra turn first. Just to make sure we have enough mana. In case something weird happens. And then we just Beatrix to the win. Could technically just spam Beatrix a couple times and already won, but gotta play it safe in case it misses, because it sure loves to miss. It loves to miss a lot. And that's just kind of a safety precaution there. Alright, let's go to battle number 2 against a pretty similar team. This time running with a Beatrix, so we actually have a different target. Is he running stealth or not? He is not. But yeah, now there's less of an incentive to go for the other one still, though. He has purple to green. Purple to green does nothing here. He has yellow to green. Yellow to green gives him some mana. I might just board clear here. My biggest concern is being frozen right now. If we get lucky on the extra turn, I'm just going to go for the clear. Alright, we got it. Though we only have Weaver, that's not enough to get things rolling. That is, though, as long as we don't miss the Beatrix here. I do also have access to Essence, and Beatrix is stunned. So one thing I can actually do here is directly go for Hero, because he doesn't have Stealthy right now, so I can just throw this onto Hero, get the value from that. He's then going to just convert for our value, because he can't do anything. He's stunned on his main cleanser. So we just get Beatrix back up, throw down Weaver there. Actually, is Weaver kill range? Weaver is kill range. And then we just Beatrix again, and then again, and that's match. Oh, we could even Weaver here. You know what, we'll go for the Weaver. Why not? I'm not sure which one actually comes out to more mana. I think Weaver does in that situation, which is why I went for Weaver. There we go. Oh, so far so clean. Similar team. This time with Karnex. That's weird. The other one was running with Karnex too. What's with Karnex? I guess because of the Impervious? But otherwise, this seems like a little bit of a weird option. They're also all running Elementalist, which is weird on Green Day because you can just throw down Essence of Evil. I actually changed that with my Defend team. And I actually won once. Because I was running Elementalist too, but then I was like realizing, wait, why would I? Because I was thinking like, oh yeah, there's no Rope Dart or anything, but everyone's running Essence of Evil. Well, not everyone, but you know, it's an option. So I ended up just going Stealthy, and hey, apparently went 1-3. Because going Stealthy with this allows you to have a secondary cleanse. Like, you know, they can't target Hero directly, so they have to go for Beatrix. But if they don't end up getting that off of their random stun, then you can just cleanse it off. And you're just kind of good to go. And yeah, it was good enough to win one of the 3 at least, or 1 to 4. Because 1 out of 3 actually means 1 win, 4 losses. Because it's win-loss, not win total. Anyways, anything we can change here? Not really. Same strategy for each one of these, especially if they're all using pretty much the same team. Let's see. Can I show the per battle score? Oh yeah, I can try showing the per battle score. I kind of clicked through it pretty quickly. Purple to green. I normally just show the score at the end. I can show it every single iteration. Once again, I'm just going to go for Leprechaun and hope we don't get unlucky. That was definitely us getting not unlucky. Ooh, Beatrix? I'll throw the Beatrix. Oh, I'll hit on Karnex, though. You know what? I'm just going to try for it on Brown. There's so much Brown there. We got to get it somewhere. The only problem is we don't get as much mana accumulation. Oh, that's not Weaver range, though. Oh, no. That's not ideal. I need Essence of Evil for this. Like, obviously we could swipe for it. I just want to make sure we don't give him anything. Purple to green does a lot. Oh, so does the other color. Oh, no. Alright, let's have to take this one. He went for the bad one. We got really lucky there. And I can actually just disable that. As much as I want to hit Hero here. Well, actually, yeah, why don't I go for Hero? Because he's not going to be able to use green for anything. He doesn't have Cleanse. He's not using the Beatrix variant. He's not running Stealthy. I can just do that. He can do all the mana he wants. All he's going to do is feed us at worse. Oh, no! That was in kill range! Oh. That's not good. I just assumed that was enough damage. It was actually exactly 1 damage off. Whoops. That was a bit of a mistake. Oh, 1 damage off. That looked like enough. Apparently not. Not ideal, but it's not going to make that big a difference. Just delays us a couple turns. And you know what? We'll throw that on you. Why not? No! That's why not! Oh, well, he still dies to Beatrix. Gosh, I hate that 10% transform. Like, it almost always backfires on you. Luckily, in that situation, we still had enough damage, so it didn't really matter. The worst part is when you target Essence of Evil on first slot, and then it decides to do the 10% transform, which basically invalidates everything you just did off the Essence of Evil. Because it won't have any of the status effects anymore. It's simply just going to be a Toad. In a lot of situations, that actually gains more durability. Genki was asking for the score. Here we are at 6,167. Here we have Infinite Loop Goblins. Pretty traditional setup for it as well. Pretty much as traditional as it gets in current state of game. It's been the meta for Goblins for about 4 or 5 years now. It's been quite a while. You know how long it's been? Remember the best teams of 2018 video? Well, there's one of the 10. It has actually been meta since 2018, which means it's been 5 years and the goblin meta has not changed. Let's see, what do we need here? The problem is every color here is bad because I can't take blue. That gives him 10, the 5 times red, which we of course did not want to give him. Honestly, I kind of just want to go for that vertically. Taking this down actually gives pretty good value too. Actually, oddly enough, I think the game's telling us to go take that move. No, it's taking the other way. I want it that way. Just double checking everything we have. This team starts slow, but once it gets going, we just lose, so... this is a really bad starting board for us to have against it. Biggest issue is the number of green on this board. We just do not have that many green to use. I just have to go for Leprechaun now, I think. There's just not that much value to be had. Alright, that's definitely a massive cascade, though. I think we just go for... I think we just have to go for Beatrix and hope it doesn't miss. The alternative is to just disable something out. But if I was to disable something, it would probably have to be the thing that's already frozen. Which, I don't know, it'd kind of be doubling up on it at that point. But I think we actually do go for it, even though that's the one that's already stunned. This is the most important part of the loop. No! He got Lycanthroped off of Essence of Evil! Well, that gives us a new plan, though. We could just do that. Okay, that's fine. That's not too big a deal, actually. I'll take that over just to get out of the way. Beatrix, do that. Hopefully get extra turn right over there. It did. Let's keep doing it again. Honestly, we can just triple Beatrix here. He has no threats underneath the coloration anymore. So we can just Beatrix until they're dead. And there we go. Not bad. I always enjoyed Guild Wars. A lot of fun. It can be a little frustrating at times, but I actually enjoyed this mode a lot. I just wish their payout was good. It's similar to a lot of game modes these days where payout's a bit dated for it. Also, did we actually get the Penguin this week? No, we get the Periton. Let's mention that during the video. It's like, oh, that's the only one that's not in the thing. I completely forgot what the guild reward is, as it's generally pretty irrelevant. Yeah, we get the yellow one this week. Alright, so what's our score right now? We're at 7766. And anything we need to change? I don't think so. He's still running Elemental, so I could just disable it directly. Why are they all running this team? It's the standard double empower book. But the Beatrix version is stronger. Also, it's weird that they're not running Thief. Like, Carnix is probably the biggest thing throwing me off. Like, Carnix isn't horrible. It's just a little bit of a weird option to have in there. Would be a lot better if it was last week with 20% extra stats. Okay, I think we just wait a turn. So he's going to do purple to green, which does nothing. Literally nothing. And yellow to green, which does a lot of value for us. Like, insane value. So unless we get super unlucky over here, all we have to do is just click Leprechaun or take all the extra turns and we're good to go. Because we're not actually frozen right now due to Beatrix. So I can just take that green and we still get our turn. Because the cleanse triggers before the check on if you're frozen or not in that situation. So now I can actually just disable out his hero because he doesn't have stealthy on it. And he'll just create us a bunch of green. We'll go for Leprechaun because it doesn't really matter if we just let it happen. Well, if he starts cleansing soon, but maybe we can get a Beatrix loop here. It did extra turn. We did not get the mana, though. We got Essence of Evil again. Not sure I want to cast it here. I think I just take a blue or a green and then just cast after. Imagine I could take it vertically and see if we can get lucky on a green from Sky. Let me take that first, though. We can also throw down the Essence here. I'm not sure I want to, though. The only thing worth disabling is already disabled the hero. We actually got green from Sky! Hey, that's why you go for it. It was 50-50 on if we got it, he got it, or if neither of us got it. Which isn't really a 50-50, but you know what I mean. Okay, we'll throw down the Beatrix there. Like, if it was to land a gem in that area, it'd be 50-50. Let's see. Alright, let me just Weaver. And then Beatrix for the kill. We will need... Oh, no, we won't need two. One's enough. No spell reduction there. Actually, does that one trip have spell reduction? I guess it wouldn't matter. It's already stunned, so... Regardless if it does or doesn't, it's not actually going to reduce anything. But yeah, there we go. Oh, we didn't score 9,500, though. I guess because that one mess up on that one battle. Yeah, that's actually pretty low for how much that team completely destroyed everything. But, 9,473. There was that one battle that lowered it a little bit. I didn't think it would do it that much, though. Yeah, a little under 9,500. Still fine, though. Look at our Paragon already getting the super high score. We're already behind. But hey, at least not a loss. As long as we go all 5-0 this week, see if we can do it again. Alright, anyways, why is the campaign blinking? Oh, did I never finish this the other day, or just never claim it? Because I'm pretty sure I finished this yesterday. I just never bothered claiming the stars for it. There we go. Lost a little bit of stars from that. We'll go claim all this. Boom, boom, boom. That was just for PvP rating, since we didn't get forced to have to do it this week. Speaking of which, you know what we do need to go do? We still need to go get our crowns for today. And I haven't actually touched any of them, so you know what? We'll actually bring up the timer for it. We've been timing these lately just to see about how long they take. And since we haven't touched any of them, well, we couldn't do it last night because we already did a little bit when I was prepping some teams for the video. However, today I have not done any battles in any location where that would happen. So we can start the timer and see what we can do here. Oh, so hello, Godzilla. Hello, Logic Slayer. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Chad. All right, let me go bring the timer there. And let's go see what we can do. The other day, it took us absolutely forever the last time we timed it. Wasn't it on Sunday? It took us a year and a half to get it done. I think it took, what, 10 minutes? The highest time yet? That was really unlucky the other day. Well, let's hope it's not that bad today. Let's just go get our Dust Devil team ready. Where is it? We'll use the Explore 1 variant, and we're good to go. Alright, let's see how long this takes. Run! It's Godzilla! Also, hello, Gimli. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, it's been on average about 7 minutes, I would say, with this team. Give or take about a minute. There have been some outliers, though. A skill issue. Pure RNG skill issue. Oh, don't show us a Daemon. No. If you're going to show us something, at least be a merchant or an angel. Which we haven't been grinding much lately. We probably should. I'm so close to getting an extra magic. And because I've been not really messing with the merchants, I haven't really gotten it yet. I was hoping they would just give us purple deeds or deed books in another way. But in that time, we haven't had a single way of getting purple deed books. I only need, I think, one more, or 1.5, or whatever it was. At this point, probably only one. No, we just haven't been able to get it. Because that's a permanent magic. Technically +2 magic if it ever becomes a 30. Kingdom. Which we're getting pretty close to. Kaziel and Darkstone, I believe are both at 27, I want to say? 26, somewhere around there. So they're almost at 30. They will be within the next year or so, over time. Because we already have the first 30-star kingdom. It's Stormheim. Unfortunately, it's not a good kingdom. It's just an armor-based kingdom. But you know, that's not horrible. It buffs for Owain, it buffs Guards Avatar. Actually, we're about to run Guards Avatar team as soon as we finish this. Because once we finish out this, we're probably going to go to Faction for the rest of the time. And then tomorrow we'll finally go do the Deep Delves. Or not the Deep Delves, the, what would you call it? The Trial event. Because we weren't able to do it the other night, which I wanted to, because for whatever reason, the game, or the team I had in my game, which is seemingly only like 10% of people or so had the issue with, was the previous team rather than the current team. But now we have access to the current team and can actually win them quickly. Oh no! I thought this was an angel for a second. That would have been a free epic vault key. It's not worth doing on the merchant though. That's unfortunate. Because on an angel, obviously, you would take the epic vault key in most situations. But not for 360 gems, you won't. That is way too much for an epic vault key. Speaking of which, we actually have a vault event coming up soon. Not this weekend, but the following weekend. Also getting a new mythic that weekend. Which is right around the corner. This weekend, we don't have as much going on. I think it's just a bounty hunter event. We're getting a new troop and, you know, standard bounty hunter loot. Good time to pick up some orbs. Guarantee 2 major orbs if we go all the way as well. Like 710 gems or so for all of it. And the free battles still give you a ton of loot. Also, speaking of unlucky, not trials, but crowns, we are not doing too good today either. What's been with our bad luck streak lately on these? We're doing so good on many of the other days. It's really weird too, because I feel like the inverse has been happening to us. Where the first half keeps taking longer than the second half. And I know for sure it's not me just thinking that. Because if you actually take the time of how long it takes to do the first 5 and then how long it takes to take the second 5, the time keeps being higher for our first 5 for some reason. And it feels even more so because, you know, it used to be easier at the front and later on the back. So even if they were both the exact same speed, it would still feel like the second half has gone quicker. But no, if you take the time, it is actually going quicker. Like the day that it took 10 minutes, took us like 7 minutes for the first 5. And then the next 5 took us like 3 minutes. Hello, Nexurus. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wow. We're starting to get a lot in a row, though. Making up for lost time. All right, let me double check our crown number right now. We are at 6. 4 to go. We're on the second half already. Oh, that kind of 180'd pretty quickly. So I ended the code after we finish this, by the way. Alright, that reminds me, I still need to go put those extra codes in there. Still haven't done that yet. I'll do that after stream so I don't forget. I think I only have like 5 codes left otherwise, but I think we actually have like 20 something left. I just never bothered putting a new batch in there. But yeah, Jetto, the game developer, or community manager for the game, or whatever she does for the game these days. But I haven't used any of her codes yet that she gave me. Because Kafka has stopped doing it, and now Jetto's in charge of it. And I haven't used any from the new batch yet. And she said she's going to be pretty on it as far as giving them every single month. We'll find out in about a week. Because I know Kafka, sometimes I'd have to wait like a week, 3 weeks into the month. Keep poking her everywhere. Well, hopefully Jetto will be on time. It's not too big a deal, though. Okay, we just need one more. Oh, wow. Yeah, this 180'd really quickly. And Jetto is human support. Hey, look at that 180 right there. We went from super slow to under 6 minutes. Look at that. There we go. 6 minutes for completion. Wow, that went so quick. The final 7 took like 2 minutes. Hey, there's a yellow book. It's not the color I need though, unfortunately. The yellow book nonetheless. Anyways, there we go. 6 minutes. With like 7 of them within 2 of those minutes. Alright, let's go ahead and code. Then we'll go clear these out. Actually, we'll do both simultaneously. Not with that team, though. Let's go Rowan build, I guess. I don't feel like I use Rowan enough these days. It's such a great early game build. You could run it through the entire game. It's pretty nice. But here, guys, go. Enjoy the code. Use it on gemsofwar.com for the game code section. Your invite code you found for your settings menu. Redeem code is right over there in chat. Copy paste the random numbers and letters starting with BR. And I give same loot as always. True treasure maps, 1 gem key, 200 souls, and 2,000 cards of gold. Enjoy, everyone. You need 60-ish blue deeds, barely 1 book for the max. Nice. I'm not sure how far away I am on that kingdom. I want to say way longer than that. Because I'm not putting any of the writs towards it. The only thing I'm putting writs towards are purples ever at this point. Unless our writs get some kind of new thing they could be put towards. Could you imagine if you could eventually debook for them? It's one of the reasons I've kind of been holding out. Like, what if you could at some point? I highly doubt it, though. Wait, did we just get 1 casted on? What was even his ability? I don't remember. Because he's one of the more irrelevant troops. Not relevant enough to get full mana off. Sneaking that in there. I'm surprised that mechanic hasn't been used more often. Like the 1 cast only mechanic. And a lot of things that used to have it got removed. Like Zolgoth used to be a 1 cast only. And then they made it infinite cast so they could actually make it viable. But, yeah, there's not that many of it. Like, most of them exist in... gosh, what's that one desert kingdom called? Wow, why on earth do I forget? Drifting Sands. Most of them exist within Drifting Sands. But there's very few of them total in the game. I want to say about a dozen? 2 dozen tops? It's an interesting premise of ability. Like a super ultra powerful ability that can only be cast once. There are very few of them in the game, though. Alright, we did that. Let's go do dungeons. We got a perfect dungeon last night. Oh, we already ruined it. Yeah, there we go. What is that? Death Mark or, yeah, Death Mark. Ooh, that's not ideal. We're just gonna deal with it, though. What's the worst that can happen? Zolgoth has immune, so can't be that bad. Alright, let me go put away the timer. We don't need that anymore, do we? Close window. Bring back the other numbers. In case we get some juicy orbs tonight. I'm not sure if we're opening any Volkeys tonight. But if we do, if nothing else, we'll get 2 orbs from the, what's it called event? From the, faction event. Because we're going to be going through the entirety of that after this. Hello, Emernator! Welcome, welcome. Alright, we'll Zolgoth that thing down. And that should be a match. Take out these other 2, see if we have any loot underneath the other thing. Yeah, no problem for the code, everyone. Enjoy. And we'll go take the faction out after this. Oh, I probably shouldn't have let the Entangle one be there. That's fine, he died ultimately. Because I forgot, our first slot does not have immune. Which means, yeah, I'd kind of be doing no skull damage after that if we had that happen. Luckily it didn't. Got a little lucky there. Go for an extra code if we can get to 30 likes. Oh, we're getting there. Actually, it's kind of funny. The Darkest Dungeon 2 stream we had earlier today had more likes than this stream currently. A lot of people stopping by for today, apparently. Yeah, Darkest Dungeon 2 was fun. We weren't able to get the second zone done, mostly because I wasn't aware of what his main gimmick was. And then realized our team doesn't really have a way to deal with it. But next time, when we do the stream on Thursday, we'll be good to go. I'll still need to finish out that game. I haven't been able to play it because we were doing Tears of the Kingdom and Breath of the Wild. But now I can finally go finish it over the next week or so. Alright, there we go. Anyways, let's go and do the dungeon. So we have access to Guard's Avatar, so you know what team we're running. And this was actually pretty recently obtainable, too. Guard's Avatar was in Soulforge last week, and if you got him and are still missing the legend, well, he's also in Soulforge this week. Guard's Avatar was last week, and Sir Quentin Hadley is this week. Right over here. Yeah, both the two troops to make this team have been available within the last week in Soulforge. Of course, you would have had to have had the diamonds on hand to craft them. However, they both have been accessible in the last week, if nothing else. And there we go. And you can just run any explodey weapon up front. Honestly, the first weapon could be pretty much anything as long as it doesn't block mana. It's kind of just there to exist. Also, hello, Bull! Hello, Coos TV! Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah, I forgot. We don't have a good Empower this week, though. That's the only problem. It's going to be a little bit slower. Because we don't have access to, like, Leprechaun or Leprechaun. Mostly Leprechaun. It feels weird not being able to use Leprechaun for a battle. I feel like I use it for so many things, and then when you're not able to use it, it's like, oh, what are we supposed to run now? Because you can't really run double Empower. Well, I guess you could. You replace out Hero and go double Empower. Well, not... I don't know. One of your two Empowers would have to not block on mana, though. Which would be somewhat hard to do. Also, I forgot, this is a really weird layout kingdom. Or faction. Not ideal. Ooh, what is ideal is that 5 times brown just sitting there, though. Oh, also, I just realized, you know what feels weird? We're not getting explosions, and you know why? I believe I only have this kingdom at level 100. Oh, that's really throwing me off. Oh, that's funny. But if I go check, where is it? Frostfire Keep. This is one of the only few I've not bothered getting at to a higher level. We should go do that right now. Let's see, what's the perk we have for potions right now? Yeah, we only have up to the enchant potion. I don't even have the explodes. When do you get the explodes? Oh, okay, we gotta go for explode. Literally 5 levels for explode potion. That's so worth it. Let's go for that. It's probably gonna backfire on us immediately. But, yeah, we need to go get those explode potions. I'm just gonna put 5 crowns into it. I'm not even gonna level higher than that. Just give me my explode potions. You know how much mana that is on turn 1? It's like a little mini leprechaun. Ah, there we go. Well, that's my only level 105 kingdom now. Or faction, I mean. It feels so weird not having that, because I'm so used to having those potion effects. That's one of only a few factions we haven't bothered leveling. Or at least not that high. Alright, now we'll have a little bit extra mana accumulation. Not that big a deal, but you know, it speeds things up at the beginning. It's a lot of starting mana that you ultimately end up getting from 4 explosions. You'd have to wait for the 4 explosions every single time. It can sometimes ruin your starting board. But it can also just give your Guard's Avatar full mana or any other troop, so kind of works out in the end. It normally comes out to be quicker rather than slower, so it's worth getting. But yeah, only 105. That's really easy to get. I definitely advise getting every kingdom to at least that, because you need to get them all to level 100 anyways in order to end up getting the benefit from the full amount of points, because you get 500 points that way of the 2,500 total. So at minimum, you're going to eventually at some point have to get them to 100. Everything beyond that is optional, but 105, like going 5 extra for that big of a benefit is actually really good. And it does stack. There's one of the few that stacks. So if you have the 4 explosions from that, but then you also buy a potion up to that point, which is tier 2, I believe, or tier 3. Those do stack. So you end up getting 8 explodes instead of 2. It's one of the few that do stack. Because most of them don't. Like the 2 25% score reductions don't stack and stuff like that. But I believe the regen and explosions are actually the only 2 that do fully stack. As in if you have 2 of them, it'll double the effect. Oh, yeah, we'll go for the big convert there. Oh, yeah, we could run Bork. But Bork doesn't have Empower, though. He just gets mana quickly. Like, we're already going to win by the time we can cast Bork. I do wish we had more alternatives to Leprechaun, though. Like, it doesn't have to be exactly what Leprechaun does. But, you know, something along the lines of that kind of troop. Because otherwise, the next best bet is, like, single Empower Convert, double Empower Converts. Which is drastically different than how Leprechaun plays. Oh, I already had full mana. Whoops. Go for the extra turn brown when we already have full guard. I just realized I'm not running armor right now, am I? I should probably go change that. There we go. Pure armor. This isn't actually needed this early on, but you want to do this because you eventually reach a point where you need those stats to end up killing them. Especially if you're only running a level 105 faction. Because a lot of mine are averaging around either 200 or 155, I believe. It's one of my only few that are this low. What's the best pure faction for this place? The pure faction for this place is 4 of the rare. You take the lowest rarity thing in this location and you just spam it 4 times over. Oh no, he just gained barrier. That's really bad. I don't have a way around that with this team. But yeah, the rare is actually really good in this faction. It has 65% score reduction, making it the lowest rarity troop with 65% score reduction. But the more important thing is that it has a lifesteal, so it does true damage while gaining life. And the reason you spam 4 of them is it allows you to true damage burst enemies quicker. Especially with the enchant at the start. And even from there, they have low enough mana cost that they get mana pretty quickly. With a +2/+1 banner. Oh, we got really lucky. I think there's like 2 things every summon there. Yeah, without potions, it would be pretty difficult. You would need at least enchant and explode at start of battle, ideally. And a 25% score reduction does stack with it. And it comes out to like 70-something% reduction, because though you don't get the full effect, it's not a 90% reduction. But it does come out to like a high, like 78% or somewhere around there. It's not that bad at all. So the only thing you really have to worry about are the casts, but you still gain a bunch of life, so you can kind of bypass it that way. But even just enchant plus explode is pretty good value for them. Because the most important thing is the enchant. Because that allows them to get all their mana up simultaneously, at least for the first burst. Which allows you to basically take out their first slot, or a pretty good chunk of it, right at the start. Also gives all of them a little bit higher durability than what they would have started with. Hello, Insane Gamer. Welcome, welcome. As long as you have 3 of them going to the final fight, you should pretty much be good to go. Ideally all 4, but even just 3 is enough. Anything less than that, you might not have enough damage output. Are you running Tesla team up through it? Nice. Oh, did I not mention Tesla team in the video? Because yeah, it's a blue-yellow, isn't it? That's funny. I'm not sure why, but it completely slipped my mind to mention Tesla team. She literally just got buffed last week. I have no clue how I didn't think of it when I was doing the video earlier. She literally got buffed last week. And I gotta love the guards average. Plus, you do have access to Iron Gut Zolgoth too, which is probably the main thing that made me not think of it. Because we already had the meta, so I was like, yeah, let's roll with that. Had the 2 good metas. Yeah, Tesla would work pretty well. I hope we get a new faction soon that we can actually test on. Because, of course, I've already done 500 for everything. So we don't have a need to on like a Tuesday event or something similar to go all the way. But if they ever add a new one, then, of course, we'll go through it. And I'm kind of curious to see how Tesla performs in that kind of circumstance. As we haven't had the chance to run it the whole way through on a Centaur buff. But hopefully the new kingdom, whenever it comes around, we'll be able to test it for. We should be getting the roadmap for the next several months pretty soon, too. Like, for the rest of the year. One thing we don't know is if we're actually getting a new kingdom, because we actually got a new kingdom this year. And if we got 2 new kingdoms this year, this would be the first year we got 2 new kingdoms in about the last 5 years. It's been a very, very long time since they've double kingdom added into the game. Within the same year. Oh, we need our hero skins. I do really want to see skins for the hero. They've been doing so many cool armors, like the one we're getting for the summer event coming up that we showed the other day. It was like a fire and ice kind of thing. But we really need it for all of the hero classes. Like, you know, like a dragon class, a, I don't know, what types do we now have? An undead class. You know, like all the types we have. There's at least like 30-something of them. A construct class, a mech class. I guess we have hero classes for, but we don't have a visual representation for them. Like right now we're as a Rashka. But they only have like 8 of them. They have human, elf, wargear, Rashka, orc. I think I already said orc. And elf. There's not that many. Oh, and Naga. And technically wild folk and dwarf if you count the 2 paid ones. But they don't even have both genders. The dwarf only has male and the Lapina, which is basically wild folk, only has female. We need a boss hero class. Could you imagine? That would technically make the hero class really weak, though. Because there are many troops that do 5 times damage to bosses. So they would have to make the perks for it pretty absurd to bother justify using it. Like, they'd basically have to re-release Elementalist. Honestly, if Elementalist counted as a boss type instead of an elemental, I think it would still be used. Just because of its final trait. Like, I think it would actually still be used. Even if it took 5 times damage to some units and didn't count as an elemental anymore. It would still be strong enough just for the final trait alone. Come on, get your mana. I should just pass my turn. Oh no, I should have taken the 5 times there too. Just trying to get a poke on him. There we go. It gives 50% mana to all bosses. That would actually be an interesting mechanic. As there are some bosses that are impossible to get 50% mana start on. Most notably Zolgoth. Because it doesn't count as a boss theme, and it counts as just a boss. With no other secondary typing. Some of them do have multi-typing. Like, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Karandera a Daemon boss? But there are quite a few bosses that are just boss. The most noteworthy one being Zolgoth. That would actually be a funny meta if you could ever run a whole team of just bosses. I don't think that would ever exist unless we had a hero boss. Simply because what on earth would you use as your mana accumulator? Like the average boss is like, what, 28 plus mana cost? So So unless they ever did release a hero boss, it would be impossible to really run a 4x boss team. Otherwise, this mana cost would be so absurd that it'd be like running 4 commons. Honestly, you'd probably get better luck out of using 4 commons than 4 bosses in the current state of the game. Just because of how high the mana cost would be to fill everything. Because Zolgoth is the boss. Very true. I'm surprised. We almost got every single event already completed. For how time-consuming some of them are for today, I'm kind of surprised we're almost already done. Well, some went pretty quick. And even the crowns was one of the quicker times, just under 6 minutes. Should have waited until we had a little bit more mana. Now we have to wait this out. No, that's not even kill range. Gotta wait till he just gets his little poke. You just want an option to use Hero in Arena again. I wonder if they ever are gonna revamp Arena once more. I'd rather see a Treasure Hunt rework at this point, though. Because we already saw how they did an Arena rework, and it was kind of average. But, I don't know. I think they could do better for a Treasure Hunt one. I'm still holding out the day that they finally do it. They've mentioned it for several years now. For longer than the team's video of 2018. And they still have never done it. Like, Treasure Hunt's a mode that definitely needs some love. It was updated for maybe a year after it came out, and then has, like, never been touched again. As far as rebalance or anything. The only thing they've really changed is how many starting turns you have, and gosh, has that changed. I think the amount of starting turns you've had for Treasure Hunt has changed almost a dozen times over the course of the game. As far as things that have tweaked how many you have the capability of doing. That's one, like, the only few things that was ever changed with it, though. Aside from some of the earlier updates back in the day. Though I do believe the current amount of starting turns you have for Treasure Hunt is actually the highest we've ever had, if I'm not mistaken. Mostly due to the new pet they had to end up adding about a year and a half ago. That gives you, like, +3 extra turns for it, if you have it maxed. Hello, catch you later, Chad. Thanks for stopping by. Hello, Sushi Ninja. Here's the roadmap for 2023 in a nutshell. Bugs. Lots of bugs. Many bugs. We'll fix some of the bugs, but then create more bugs. I'll throw that down. Oh, yeah, there's that one really good troop. This is one you basically solo a whole faction with. It's the lowest rarity troop with 65% score reduction. I'm not sure if any newer players even know about it, though. Like, it's one of those troops where if newer players knew about it, it'd be like one of the first things they go for in Underworld. But I feel like the average newer player has no clue of its existence. Like, 65% score reduction within, like, a week of playing the game is actually absurdly strong. Like, barrier spam heroes still a bit quicker, or, you know, a bit tankier. But 65% score reduction is a lot of score reduction. Especially when you don't have access to many of the other ones. Especially that's only on a rare. Rare is super easy to get fully traded. Hey, June 9th is approaching. What's on June 9th? Your birthday? Oh, or is that 69? I know what June 9th is now. It's 69. Or 69, I should say. Oh no, that didn't kill. That's unfortunate. Don't fail you. Oh no, I want to get it out before 7.0 for sure. And I want to ideally do it this week. I wanted to do it last week, but I kind of got caught up with things. I should be able to get it out this week. And if we have to cancel a midday stream for it, I really want to try to get it out by this weekend, if we can. The only other midday stream I have like planned is Thursday for more Darkest Dungeon. I might try to make sure we 100% get the Mythic video out this weekend. Dude, if I just do no midday stream this weekend, we could definitely get it out 100%. Because then I'll definitely have enough time. You could have said June 9th is coming fast. Oh no. Don't encourage him. The joys of Guild War. I actually do enjoy Guild Wars. I know a lot of people hate it. Especially when it used to be literally every single week. Which that was a little bit too much. But, I don't know. I actually still enjoy Guild War. At least at its current frequency. If it was every day like it used to be, I'd probably be tired of it by now. But honestly, once a month's not bad. I just wish the payout was better. Because it's such a competitive game mode with no real incentive other than unless you're in bracket 1. Final floor, unless we get unlucky on some of the scores. Which we might. This place is a really weird layout. It'd be very doubtful if we actually have enough points. The only reason we would be from the actual multiplier rooms rather than the order. Because this place's order is not the worst, but definitely the more annoying half of factions in the game as far as what order you have to do it in for proper sequence. It doesn't even have higher multiplier like some of the other ones that have annoying order. Because the ones that have annoying order, but they place all the 5 times rooms like all the way at the end, those aren't as bad because they actually have 5 times rooms. Whereas this doesn't have much multiplier, and it's an awful order. I would say the biggest issue with Guild War is more so the lack of balance updates to the game. Particularly from a PvP-like perspective. Because there's just so many broken things these days. And I would say the 2 most annoying things in Guild War right now is Book and Double Empower. Or in some cases recently, Triple Empower. Because Double Empower wasn't enough. There is counterplay for it, but it's still really annoying. Though, one thing we haven't really seen come up to do much effect. The good old Deathmark gems. I almost forgot we even have them this Guild War. I honestly almost even forgot we have a power gem this season. It's much better than Lycanthropy in being not annoying. Because honestly, 9 times, actually probably more than 9 times out of 10, I feel like only 1 in 50 battles does the Deathmark actually do anything. Which to some degree is really good, because it's not super annoying. Like Lycanthropy, it only had a 5% higher chance of triggering, yet I felt like it triggered every other fight, compared to Deathmark that barely ever does anything. I think the other reason for it is the frequency. They have drastically made the frequency lower for the Deathmark gem than they did for Lycanthropy. Lycanthropy had an absurdly higher chance compared to what we currently have off this thing. Which I think is the other big difference maker. I just realized we don't even have lethal right now. If I do that, that's not going to be enough damage, but that will be. Banging your toe on furniture. I actually hit my toe really, really hard the other year. Like several months ago. I ended up doing it on the footstool of my chair. Because it was like elevated out in a weird way. And that toe still can't move. I basically have 9 toes now. Like, you know, it's still there. It's not, like, damaged beyond repair. But, the bone got damaged enough that I like physically can't move that toe. Like not move it at all, but not the same way it used to. It actually got jammed so hard. There's like the second one to the left, so like right by the pinky toe. In all fairness, that toe generally doesn't move that much to begin with. Now it moves even less. Let's see. We'll take that one over. Yeah, I hit that really, really hard. It was a pretty fun experience. Yeah, it really hurt. I will throw that one down. I got our explosion ready. You hit that really, really hard. Alright, let's see. Moment of truth. Did we get enough multiplier? My guess is already no. We're going to be like 3,000 short. Oh! What? How? This place doesn't have any multiplier. Oh, we got a pet orb too. Wow. That was really lucky. Let me go fix that. What are we at? Minion orb 45. There we go. It has been done. But yeah, we got pretty lucky there. Not bad. I think we've done all the things then. Well, other than the obvious one in the room. I think I am going to wait till tomorrow to do it, though. Because we only have pets going on, so other than Guild War, what else are we going to do? So I think tomorrow our game plan is do Guild War for today. And then we're going to do the the other dailies as well, and you know, all that. But then we're going to focus on the trials. Because the trials, I assume with the team we have, it'll take about half an hour, I want to guess. Like a half an hour, 45 minutes. Probably closer to half an hour. So I'll wait till tomorrow to go throw those down. Because we'll have more time in the overall stream to get it completed. But our team is correct now, so we could technically do it now if we wanted to. Did it update to the new team? Yes. Mine has finally updated to the new team. And assumably everyone's by this point. But yeah, they did fix that. Also, it's not saving my team, though. I wanted to be right there. Apparently every time I go out of this menu, it switches it. I'll just need to remember to change that tomorrow. Ysindla should be in last slot, not in third. Alright, there we go. Well, I guess we'll throw down like a handful of Volkies then. What are we at? We'll go open like 17 or so. Not with that team, though. Actually, we could with that team if we wanted to, but we'll go with good old Diamantina. I don't feel like I use Diamantina that much compared to how broken it is. In all fairness, we haven't had it for that long. Like, what, a month, month and a half, 2 months? It hasn't been that long. Come on, anything from the major orb? No, just a major blue. Yeah, open like a dozen more Vault keys and probably end it there. Though if we get something juicy, we'll hand out an extra code. No, that was nowhere near enough damage. Wow, that was a mile away. Honestly, I'm about to replace this with like Black Mana Core or something. Because when are we ever using the mana accumulation from it? Occasionally we can get a cleanup. Oh no, I could just take a skull. We can get the cleanup option from it. You know what? I see the skull there. I'm just going for the explosion. We're going to get full mana on it. We're going to get some value from it. Hey, 120 gems. Not bad. Smaller gem drop, but gem drop nonetheless. And by smaller, I mean smaller of the 2 Cedric ones. These are the drops of 300. Though if you do an Epic Vault key, you can get as high as 900 in a single drop. It's pretty insane. It's 750 that gets boosted by the 20%. For what is pretty much the highest gem drop you can ever get without spending money. Is the 900 Cedric off of the highest difficulty Epic Vault key. It's pretty rare, though. I still haven't seen it yet. But in all fairness, I haven't opened that many Epic Vault keys to really try for it. Though we will get it at some point. Actually, that's not true. There is 2 gem drops technically higher. But you'd have to be first or second place in Bracket 1 Guild War. For the 1,500 or 1,000 gem drops. But aside from that, it is the highest gem drop you can ever get without spending money in the game. Because even leaderboards, they give 700 gems plus a power orb, which is less than the 900 you would get from the other thing. Oh, a Volkey in our Volkey. Well, I guess we'll open that too. Might as well. But if anyone else has any other questions and you want me to go over, do let me know. Otherwise, we'll probably wrap it up as soon as we get these, last few keys in. So we can get some juicy loot to end it with. So far, mostly just generic loot that we'll be spending on upcoming, who knows, maybe 7.0 patch. Because we don't know much about 7.0. We do know that it's not coming next month. But we do know it's coming this summer, and based on when patch cycles normally go, it's probably mid-August. Like, mid-August is almost the guarantee date for it. It's not confirmed, but it is the very likely date around then. Like, early, mid-August or so. I'll catch you later, Isabel. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, what do we need here? Take that one over. Alright, 7 more keys. Let's see what we got. No, I hope they get the Mythic Tyrillus out this week. Who knows? Maybe even tomorrow. No, probably not tomorrow, though. But definitely this weekend. 100% want to get it out by then. I've been meaning to for, what, a couple months now? Technically since last year. I've been, like, mentioning it. Just never got around to it. I'm doing the video a little bit different than normal. I'm not sure if people will prefer it that way or not. But I feel like it'll be easier to reference in the future. Question. In Underworld, do you get more Horde points from the treasures if they are fully traded and leveled or non-traded leveled? Wait, in Underworld, do you get more Horde points? No. Them being leveled and traded has no effect on them. They give the same amount of points regardless. There's pretty much no point in ever trading them or leveling them. People do just for completionist sake. But there is no benefit at all for doing so. In any way or form. It's mostly just done by super completionists who want a higher total amount of max troops. Hopefully there's enough skulls. No, only 8's not gonna be enough. As soon as I saw that number go down, it's like, oh no. Alright, 2 more keys. Unless we get another key in our key. At the keyception. Hey, no problem, Bull. Thanks for stopping by. That's not gonna be enough. Oh, it barely was because the other one that cascaded. Nice. We needed one more in there. I think 10 is enough. As long as we have that threshold, we'll kill out. Get explosion. And that's way more than enough. Okay, what do we get for the final one? No, it's the troll, Cedric. Unfortunate. Hey, Tribute's ready. You know it's been an hour. You know it's truly been an hour when we get one of these. Oh, also, before the stream started, I kind of clicked through it very quickly, but I got a 35 tribute, as in 34 gems here. It's not the highest we ever got, but it was a pretty high one. Because we ended up getting the 35 earlier. But, yeah, we're getting up there. Eventually, we will get the all-elusive perfect. Chance of it's absurdly low, though. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful one for us your week. We will be back tomorrow night with Guild Wars. And as far as PC Mobile is concerned, that means Red Day. Oh, gosh, I need to go get out another red shirt. Of course, it's Red Day tomorrow. Luckily, I have, like, 4 different red shirts. But, yeah, we'll have Red Guild War Day tomorrow. Defend team is so. Our offense team is... good question. What is our offense team? I don't think we're going to be changing this. We're going to go pretty basic with all of them except for Bork at the end of the week. Yeah, this mass mana accumulation. This is a bit of a weird one, but it does win. It's risking a bit of points for consistency. Like, this one's going to score 9,300, 9,400, but it's not going to lose, ideally. So, a little bit riskier for points, but, overall win condition. As long as Zolgoth doesn't die, we should be fine. And even if it does, we have a lot of resummon between Angry Mob and the weapon, so should be fine regardless. Anyways, guys, enjoy your week. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for stopping by as always. Greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys soon. Goodbye, everyone. Thanks for watching. And best of luck with the good old Guild Wars.